So I'm playing this game and it's called Slither.io. Slither.io. And I'm thinking, and this game is actually a perfect representation of the natural cycles in life. So here's something interesting to think about. In Slither.io, there are countless deaths, right? I mean, you kill each other over and over again. There's, feeding frenzies. Everyone comes together just to madly go and kill each other when there's food. We're all like ants, we scramble to food. And let me show you an example here, which is my favorite spot because I've been playing this game a lot recently, just because I've been bored and kind of realized a lot about what this represents and what we can learn from this as we play this game. As all these people, they're here for just one thing, and it's just to get food, just like me. Just like these guys. Why are we playing this game at all? Well, we just want to get bigger. We want to have the opportunity to be excellent in the game. And I think what's really interesting is life is kind of that way. All these big people around me, they're all going to die. No one lasts here that long. And I remember I've been playing this game for a while, and I'm aware of all the giants that fall. I think that no giant lives forever. The small ones have a equal opportunity to die or to strive as the big snakes. That's just how it is, and I think it's very interesting. And once again, it's very cyclical in the sense that all big snakes die eventually. They're killed just by getting more food. All the small snakes either get big or die. That's just how it is, and no matter how much you avoid it, you will eventually die. And this is one thing I've realized after getting first place so many times, that there's no avoiding it. There's no avoiding death. Even the best, even the most biggest, this guy right here, he will die one day. Just like this guy. This guy just died. Death is inevitable. There's no reason or no rhyme or reason to escape it. If death is already what do you call it? It's confirmed. And exactly this guy. He probably spent like 20 minutes working up to get this, and I killed him. And just like that, I'm in 17th place, right? It's very easy for you to succeed in this game. And I think it's very easy for us to succeed in real life if we just realize one key thing in all our lives, which is that success is always right in front of us. We just have to take certain risks, and we have to realize that even the greatest fail. The people that you are, when you're in this game, you're constantly surrounded by these giants, and they scare you, they're scary. They're large, and the thing that's very interesting is the smaller ones actually have more. The power dynamic in this game is interesting, because the smaller snakes actually are much more powerful than the bigger ones, because the bigger snakes have much more vulnerability. Watch this. When I turn around to do a full 360, it takes around 1 second or 1.5 seconds. Compared to the smaller ones, they have much more mobility, which allows for them to kill the bigger snakes much more effectively. So what's very interesting about this game is all these snakes around us, we're all equal, but I think we're all very intimidated by the snakes around us. And the snakes around us were just like us one day. We all started small, just like me. I'm at in 14th place, and I'm going strong. And I started at the worst place. I just spawned in. I was nothing until I became something. And I think it's very interesting. But after all, I think it also represents a natural cycle in life itself. My screen sharing just ran out of battery, but yeah, so I think right here, I'll take this opportunity, this chance to kill someone. Because why not? I want to grow. We have the intentions to do what? To get better, I think this is a game of success. This is the game of life. And we're all just playing it. And we're all going through this endless cycle. And it's somewhat nihilistic in a sense that everything eventually just comes to an end. You get eaten, the bigger guy that's eaten by the smaller guy. The smaller guy becomes the bigger guy. Inherently becomes the bigger guy just to be eaten the way he did in the past. That's just how it is. It's very cyclical. Everything comes full circle. I will eventually die. You will see me die. In this recording, I cannot escape it. For I've accepted it. I think once you accept that, I think there are certain realizations we achieve, and those realizations can help us, do certain things in our lives that we previously weren't able to. So, one, what do you see me doing to become successful? Quote unquote successful means to be excellent in the game standards, which is just to get bigger. And I have been taking many risks. As you see, I almost died right there, and it takes willpower to really do these things. And yeah, so I was talking to my dad, and we were talking about just once again, I'm going to repeat it over and over again, the cyclical nature of this game. It is very, very cyclical. I am first place, then I'm last place, 12 seconds later, I'm first place. There is an element of luck to it, but I believe the patient people in this game are usually the most successful. The people who are willing to sit around and actually wait for the food to come for them. There are certain strategies that can be, effectively executed. So I'm going to quickly just get to first place, and I'm going to keep playing until I die, and then I'll show you why success is like this, and why all people, in a sense, are like this. Yeah, this guy just tried to kill me. We're gonna avoid him. Right here, there we go. And now we're in 10th place. I am officially on leaderboard. I have succeeded in for whatever reason you play this game. I think many people can agree on the fact that you play this game to be on the leaderboard. You play this game just to kill other people and actually have spot. Fortunately, I haven't committed much time to putting a username, so people won't be able to see my message. And usually I put some silly things like "have a good day" or "good life" or "you're bad" or some toxic message. I find it amusing, and because I get a chance to really talk to 189 people for the first time in my life, and they would actually acknowledge it, and maybe some people take it seriously. Just like my username was "Stop and Think," because it was just, I wanted to sort of emphasize this mentality where you can just stop and really think. There's not much explaining to it, but exactly. So just by being patient, I've gotten pretty lucky recently. I've managed to steal some food here and there. I'm currently in 7th place. I'm going to attempt to get to first place, which once again will take a stroke of luck. But yeah, there we go. And that's it. And that's the point of the game. As the screen fades to black, you enter exactly where you started, all over again. You're gonna fail. That's just how it is. You're going to fail. You're gonna die. But if you're intimidated by the snakes around you, you'll never get anywhere. All the good people, who cares about them? They'll die as fast as you will. But the thing that differentiates you from all the little people out there is the fact that you actually take risks. You see the truth in this ultra complex world. You see all the possibilities. You see the future. You see, unfortunately, you see the future. I'd just say, like, you overthink and you manage to see, futures that don't exist yet because you, once again, thus you overthink. And if you can see that, and if you can apply this understanding to how you act in real life, you're going to be great. You'll be better than everyone around you. You're going to be famous. It's just, I guess, once again, that's how it is. So, the guy that just killed me, he's probably in around first place now, which I find very amusing. He's probably succeeding better than, once again, the way I have been. He is succeeding as I have been, and we both had a taste for what we all call success. And I died. I didn't run away from it. I tried to avoid it for most of my life. As once again, that was to succeed in the game, you have to avoid death. I mean, I think that's an underlying fact. You shouldn't be too reckless, for the fact that if you're too reckless, you'll lose your ability to actually do things at all, which is your life, But yeah. So I'll just wait around here for someone to come and kill me. And look at that. I just predicted this person die, and I was thinking in my head, so once again, I considered the facts. I was thinking, okay, so in this game, success, it requires some skill, and I have to say it myself. Just waiting for these people who you deem to be somewhat risky, right? Like these people are around me. I don't want to brag, but I know they're going to they're going to die. Why? Because I can piece one and two together, and I can say, well, we're in a very tight space. There are many people around us. I've died too many times to know that risking it all, moving fast, like what I'm doing right now, whenever a big person is sprinting in the middle area, I know they're gonna die. And like literally 50% of the times where I see someone speeding in the middle area, they die. So whenever I see these people, I consider the fact. The application comes in handy when I realize that I can take advantage of the situation and wait, be patient, and when they die, I take the advantage to eat them. So, once again, success is kind of like that. I feel like you require some sort of understanding. And understanding is key. Understanding that one, you're gonna die. That's just how it is. You're gonna die on one day, just like me right now. I'm in ninth place. It took me 5 minutes. It was that easy. I'm reckless and I'm gonna die, but I did everything I needed to do. Of course, this game doesn't follow the same temporal sort of timeless. It doesn't have the timeless nature as life, because life is a little more. It's different. The dynamics of life are certainly different, but I'm using this game as simply for an analogy, and for the convention of this, I'll say that, please don't risk your life. Please don't end up killing yourself in the act of doing something that you love. But once again, this is very heroic of you, and it's sort of, it solidifies yourself in time, and I think it's pretty interesting. If you died doing something you love, what does that mean? Do you become a hero? What happens? I'm not sure, and I think what I've learned from this game is no, you don't really. I mean, I became first place. Wow, this guy Vaporwave, no one cares about him. No one does. He probably has this conception, much like I have. I mean, I'm using my own information to understand how others feel, but he's probably living in this delusion that other people really care about the fact that he's first place. But in reality, we really don't. It's just, he is just a name. They're just success we can steal from them. This is how the point of the game works. It's just how we work. So whenever you think of your legacy on the game or anything in that way, you can remember that, one, no one will remember you. 200 games from now, you never existed. This game never existed. 200 minutes ago, you weren't here. This game never really happened, because once again, I consider the fact that for something to really exist, it needs to be thought of from a person. So legacy is immediately taken out of the equation, because over a long period of time, no one will remember you. You're nothing. This first place guy, he's gonna die eventually. Just like these guys. They live exactly how I live. But they took risks. And I took a risk too. But I took a different sort of risk. And once again, I still have to consider skill, and once again, what differentiates someone is, of course, also skill. Not at this current moment in time, I'm being contested by a guy who is he's very ambitious, that's for sure. And I don't know. I guess as I'm talking, I kind of realized some more stuff about how the lessons that can be learned all around us. I feel like overthinking is underrated. Your ability to see things and things that other people can't be. It's a gift. It's something that you can truly take advantage of. You should consider it to be a skill and something you can really take advantage of. So when you see me succeeding right now, when you see me in I'm in 8th place right now. I think a lot when I play this game. You may not see it, but it's a sort of, you have to decipher the language I think in for one. But let's see this guy. Wait, here's a moment of tension. I'm gonna take this, and I know the hypotenuse is the longest side of the triangle, so if he wants to go on a vertical towards me, he has to take a longer route. That longer route will give me a boost forward. So this guy is very annoying. But he's very, very persistent. So, in a sense, he's going to be good at success, and that's for sure. I mean, but in another way, he's persistent in something that doesn't work. He's learned, but he's tried again actually before when I wasn't recording, but he learned something about how the game works and what he can do better next time. And I don't promote you to go into tangents about all these different things in life. I'm just saying, like, there's so much information around us. Like, all these people around me, they can be interpretable. They can be interpreted. You know, I can go to the middle, but I have a higher chance of dying. That's a basic understanding. I don't have to be a genius to understand that. You know, it's just a basic thing. But that understanding is going to let me live longer. Now imagine we can do with even more understandings. What you could piece together. What you can learn from the game itself. So, I don't know if you knew, but I'm actually talking while playing. Which is, it lets my thoughts flow better. But once again, you don't have to be genius. All you have to do is consider. I believe that anyone is capable of considering. It's a thing of, anything. And if you consider this one specific aspect of the world, the fact that everything is hyper complicated and can be interpreted and learned from, I feel like you can learn a valuable lesson. A lesson that will help you succeed in a sense, will help you grow and become better, which I don't know if you want, but if you want to exceed in anything, I believe this is going to be key. Or if you want, I don't know, take it or leave it, do whatever you want with it, but this is just my words of advice while I'm playing this game, because I believe that Snake, it has a way of mimicking real life, just the way the world works, This guy's trying to surround me right now. I gotta attend to this. Yeah, no, he's not. He believes himself to be capable, but he's not. Unfortunately, but yeah, so that's just my thoughts of Slither.io, and I'm gonna keep playing until I die, so yes.